It's time for another video from my home country of the Netherlands. You know, back when I lived there, I had my complaints about the trains. Pretty much just like everybody else who regularly commuted with NS, the Dutch railways. But you know, there's a lot to appreciate. For one, Dutch rolling stock is really unique. For decades, NS trains were custom built for the Dutch rails, leading to popular icons like the Koploper Intercity trains or the VIRM double-deckers. But after a dramatic flop with a batch of custom-built high-speed trains in the early 2010s, NS changed course. From now on, they would only order trains based on reliable, proven, and internationally common platforms. It's how we ended up with Stadler Flirts, and now the Intercity New Generation, ICNG for short. These trains are built by French company Alstom at a factory in Poland. Alstom calls this platform the Coradia Stream. In other parts of Europe, the Stream is used on slower, regional services. But the version built for NS is capable of speeds of up to 200 km per hour, and it runs on intercity services both on the conventional network and the country's high-speed network. If you want a more detailed history of what happened that led up to this train, check out this video that I made in January of 2023. Back then, I had a decidedly negative tone. A combination of a global pandemic, conflicts abroad, and just plain carelessness had delayed the debut of these trains by years, and with no clear indication of when they would ever enter service. What's more, these trains were more than a decade later than when we were originally supposed to get high-speed trains, and significantly slower too. But things have changed. The ICNG entered service in April of 2023, and more trains are being delivered to replace the very old trains currently running on the high-speed lines. So it's time to review these new Dutch intercity trains and approach them with a fresh perspective. Our journey starts at Delft Station in the province of South Holland. Delft is a smaller town just southeast of The Hague, with major historical significance. The original station here opened in 1847. The current building dates back to 2015 when the trains were moved from a noisy viaduct down to an underground tunnel. We will be riding down to the city of Breda on train number 1119. This train originated at Den Haag Centraal Station in The Hague, and it will continue to Eindhoven Centraal. Between Rotterdam and Breda, it will use the high-speed line, reaching a maximum speed of 200 km per hour. Let's first walk through second class. These trains have plug doors for a more comfortable experience when traveling through tunnels at high speed. On NS trains, blue seats indicate that this is second class, which is typically laid out in a 2x2 configuration. Of course, the gangways are walk-through. Next we have first class, blocked off by glass doors to limit noise. The seats here are red and in a 1x2 layout. Once we're back in second class, we see a dedicated bicycle area. To take your bike on board, you need to purchase a special ticket for it, and bikes are only allowed on the train outside of rush hour. Maybe you've noticed the colorful lighting in the ceilings. Those indicate the zone that you're in. Orange lights mean it's a meeting area. Feel free to socialize and chat. Light blue lights mean it's a work area. Be respectful. And purple means, shut up, this is a quiet zone. If the train has to use emergency brakes, these lights will all glow red. Now let's check out the toilets. Each train is equipped with at least one accessible toilet, and the longer trains also have standard toilets. NS toilets often have very extravagant interior designs to discourage graffiti. In this case, it's a forest. Does a bear in the woods? In total, NS has ordered 109 of these ICNG sets. There are 49 5-car sets and 27 8-car sets exclusively for domestic services. We are on one of those right now. These have the more classic NS Intercity livery. There are also 21 8-car sets that will run between Amsterdam and Brussels. These Belgium sets have the newer NS Flow livery. And finally, NS has ordered 12 8-car sets that will be capable of running in Germany. What they are planning to use those for, we don't know yet. NS hasn't announced any new service to Germany. We have now left Rotterdam and our next stop will be Breda. We are crossing a body of water known as the Hollands Diep on the high speed line. Though these tracks can handle 300 km per hour, our train's top speed is only 200 km per hour. Still, it won't be long before we reach Breda. This is the accessible toilet, with a calming sunset beach scene on the walls. In conclusion, these are very pleasant trains to ride. It's clear that modern design and passenger experience were important factors when creating the design. Their objective with these trains is to improve integration between the conventional tracks and the high-speed line, something that I think they will accomplish quite well once there are more of these trains available. I do still think it's a shame that it took so long for these trains to be built and enter service. But they're here now, and I look forward to hopefully smooth sailing from here on out. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. We have some great videos about new trains and new stations coming, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.